What's going on, guys? Today we got another review of the G.I. Joe classified Serpentor. I did have an unboxing. I will link it in the description below. It was kind of a review slash unboxing, but I didn't really have the sit down setup, and I kind of want to have a more in-depth review with it. I've had him for I think a couple weeks now, and so far I really like the figure. I think he came out great. The detail and the amount of sculpt work on him is what really gets to me. This guy just looks amazing. There are a couple things that I do not enjoy, but we'll get to those a little bit later in the video. First, I kind of want to just show off the figure a little bit closer. Look at all that awesome sculpt work, man. All the way from the head to the feet. And then the cape itself is kind of like creased to where you can see the scales like a snake, and it just looks really good, and I love it. The face itself looks really good. It does look a little bit plasticky though. It kind of looks very shiny, but I love it, man. It looks great. That 3D or the face scan technology, whatever you want to call it, it looks so good, and it makes the figure look so menacing and real in a way. Just look at those mean red eyes. It's super sick. Accessory wise, go ahead and show you what he's got going on. There is the staff. Let me get it to focus. The staff. Nice little red gemstone. Another type of hat, or yeah, his cap thingy-majigger. I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit. And I'll show you how this works as well. But basically, essentially, these two things, are gonna look like that, but he's gonna be able to move his head because this one is a one piece. It looks good. It looks more accurate, but he can't really move his head when he has this on. He has the snake that he throws at Duke in the movie. His sword, of course. Kind of like his claw, which goes on right here. With this little gap in his arm. I do like it. I think it looks great. People complain about this part looking a little too plasticky, but it doesn't bug me that much. I mean, for the figure itself, it still looks good, and I honestly don't really notice it. It comes with a smaller one that doesn't get in the way as much, and then it comes with a snake. Because why would he not have a snake? Then I kind of want to show you a close-up of the air chariot, which is so good, man. I love this. This is great. Hopefully you guys can get your hands on this figure if you weren't able to for the PulseCon. Yeah, I'm really sad that they made it. I'm really sad that they made it a exclusive, because it's just like, it's already hard to get itself. I keep slipping up on my words. It's already hard to get, so it's unfortunate that most people couldn't get their hands on the figure. But from what I've heard, apparently this is gonna be a mainline release, maybe. Don't quote me on that. And then the chariot is kind of like the exclusivity part of it. So hopefully that's the case. That way everyone can get their Serpentor. But this thing looks great. It was very easy to build. The quality of the plastic is very hard, and it doesn't feel very cheap. There is a lot of extra paint, or like extra added details, like all these signs on the bottom. It has stands that you can use to pop out. That way it stands a little bit higher when you set it down. It comes with 2 machine guns, which you can take off and Serpentor can use, which is really cool. And then the mouth does open and close. And if you look in the mouth, you can see kind of a gun. Yeah, there's a gun. And the teeth, the teeth does go down. I don't want to push it down all the way because these are already hard to get. And the mouth does close, as you can tell. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize the teeth can stay out there. Well, now I know. This thing does rotate as well. I'm not sure why. I mean, I get it. It's there because it's there, but obviously you're not gonna be able to do anything with it other than turn it and look at it. And there's paint for, I guess this is the exhaust. Oops. And these added like dials and stuff of that sort in the handle. So I want to show you guys how you guys can put that I guess this hat, or I'm not sure, I think there's another word for it, his crown on. So if you lift up this part, you can see this piece of plastic can come off, and it pops off, which when you take that off, it looks terrible and it looks very scary, and he becomes a square head. But it has that little piece where you pop in this thingamajigger. So just go behind, pull the cape down, slide it in there, and line it up with that little square peg and just push it in. It's very simple, not hard to do. You want to make sure it's lined up though, because it'll fit in nice and snug when you get it lined up right. So that's good enough for now. Yeah, that'll do. I think I got it in right. And then he's got this ugly square head. You're gonna take that part and just pop it on there. Fit it into that. And it fits nice and snug, and it doesn't feel like it's gonna fall off or anything. Stays on there nice and well. And he looks great. You can take this razor off too and put the smaller one on. That way he moves a little bit better. Articulation wise, he does have pretty good neck movement. With this behind, he can't really look up too well, but with it off, he actually can look up fairly good. Take it off. Oh, dang it. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. He's got 2 points of articulation, one in the lower neck and obviously the upper neck. He can look down pretty well. Turn his head pretty good. It moves around very nicely. The shoulder can go up about that high. It does have a butterfly joint. One thing that I don't like is the cape. It kind of gets caught in the shoulder joint, so make sure you be careful with that. It goes back about that far, and then it goes forward about that far. He does have a double jointed elbow, but you gotta be careful because this one gets really tight. So you might want to take some water and loosen it up. Mine is really tight, so you gotta be careful with that. You do not want to break this, especially with it being an exclusive and all. It's already hard to get. The wrist does move 360 degrees, and then it can bend forward and backwards. There is a lower waist joint and an upper torso joint. Can bend about that far forward and that far backward. Not that far backward, but at least you can bend forward, you know what I'm saying? go to the right, go to the left very slightly. It can turn very well, but it does look kind of weird. The leg can go up about that high. The knee does have a double jointed knee, but as you can tell, the rotating joint on the calf kind of looks like it's popping out when you try to bend it all the way. So if I were you, I'd be very careful, because it's the joints are very tight. And then it has a thigh cut too, so you can rotate it there. There's an ankle rocker, and then it can go forward and backward. And yeah, pretty good amount of articulation for a big bulky figure like this, because he is a big guy. Oh, also, and it has drop down hips. Sorry, I forgot to say that as well. Yeah, for a big bulky guy, he can move around fairly well. So here is Serpentor on his air chariot, looking awesome. The guy sits on there very well. He definitely doesn't feel like he's gonna fall off anytime soon. And he just looks great. I love how it has stands on the bottom of it. This guy's pretty great. The only thing I don't like about this figure is, one, the exclusivity, how hard it is to get it. Two, it doesn't have interchangeable hands, which, you know, by now they should have some different hands, because it'd be cool to see this guy knock someone out with some fists or something. And three, the cape getting stuck in the armpits is kind of annoying. But other than that, this guy is really great. You just got to be careful because the joints are very tight, so run it under some hot water if you can. Here's a couple of G.I. Joe classified figures standing next to Serpentor. And I heard that Dr. Mindbender used the body of Storm Shadow to make Serpentor, so it doesn't make too much sense to me, because obviously this guy's huge compared to Storm Shadow. They're all about the same height, about 6 inches. The bat is a little bit taller, but and honestly, this figure is probably one of my favorites so far from the G.I. Joe classified line. Same with Storm Shadow. But here's these guys standing next to him, and clearly Serpentor towers over them, probably about like 6, I don't even know. I wish I had a ruler with me, but he's clearly taller than them, looking big and menacing. So yeah. And also just wanted to show real quick what he looked like standing next to G.I. Joe classified Snake Eyes. This guy's great, but you know, I'm waiting for a new one, pinless one. They did make a new retro version that I am excited for, but let's get this classic look, and let's get it pinless and maybe a little bit better. I mean, this guy's great, but he's definitely starting to get outdated. And this guy is freaking humongous, just a beast of a figure, but he moves so well and he just looks so great. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know if you got this figure. Let me know what you think of him. Personally, I think he's great. He's definitely going to be in my top 10 for 2022. I'm really looking forward to more G.I. Joe classified figures. I just hope they don't drop like important guys like this, like exclusive anymore, because it just doesn't make sense to me, like someone so big like Serpentor being an exclusive. Anyways, peace out guys, thank you for watching.